Hey guys, Spartan here. Welcome to a video on Backpack Hero. This is a demo of a game that was on Kickstarter for a while that I had never heard of until recently. I heard of it because I watched Vinesource Vinny, and he did a video on it, and etc, blah 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 blah. This game will be on Steam eventually, and I'm just going to be playing like one run. Continue? Since when? Alright. I have played this game before, as I did a test of it, and haven't actually done a few runs, but I'll go over the basics, I guess. So, what you need to know, this is a mixture of, like, Resident Evil inventory management and Slay the Spire, basically. And I like to joke about how everything is a Slay the Spire ripoff, but this really is not. So, basic junk. This is just the tutorial zone. So, yeah. Put stuff in, rotate stuff around, and you use the items that you get to fight creatures and stuff. And it has an enemy intent thing just like Slay the Spire does. Instead of using cards though, you use the items in your inventory. So for 1 energy I can use the sword, and I'll just use it 3 times because enemy is only blocking. Blah blah blah, use a shield for 7 block, or I could use this for 0 energy to gain 2 energy, but it only has 2 uses. And then it's discarded. And that's basically all you need to know, and except for until, you know, you level up, giving you more slots, etc, etc, etc. Right. So, what do we get? No actual better weapons, that's a shame. So, I want to take gold. Mana stones are used for magic stuff. I honestly have not gotten used to using magic yet. I know that it can be very powerful, but the one run that I did magic on, the final boss absolutely obliterated me. So I'll take this damage knife. 3 uses, does 8 damage, costs nothing. It's destroyed, and I don't know what else I'll take. I guess I'll take a passive. But yeah, you can only take 3 items, so think carefully. Then afterwards, you go to the next zone. That's the tutorial zone, it happens every time, no. Very consistently. So you can actually go to any room, but most of the rooms have absolutely nothing in them, so there's no point to. Great. Alright. So I'll block, and hit twice. I get 1 thorns every turn. Status effects tick down 1 point per turn. So, like, if, for instance, if I had 2 of these roses, I'd get 2 thorns every turn, so turn 1 I'd have 2, and turn 2 I'd have 3, and etc, etc. So, for instance, I'm going to do this, and then I'm going to use one of my uses of my damage knife to get a free 8 damage in. And one thing you can do is reorganize your inventory, so you can reorganize the stuff in your bag mid-combat, but it costs 3 energy. And sometimes you will get a bonus item if you do. Usually, this is not worth it. Sometimes, though, it is pretty worth it. I can get a poison potion. Don't really need, don't really want, don't really care. I don't even need to be attacking right now. Nets me no benefit. Oh yeah, and spikes can kill. Reorganize now to get this item. That shows up because this is just a demo. You cannot actually reorganize at that time. But yes, I'm going to expand downwards. Alright, what do we get? The machete. 1 time each turn, does 3 damage to everything, costs nothing. I'm going to get rid of this wooden sword for this club, because it's basically the same, but takes up less space and applies weak, which just reduces damage an enemy does. And here's the tricky part. I need to organize my stuff to do junk. This breastplate, adjacent and diagonal helmets and footwear gets 2 block, and adjacent weapons get 1 damage, which is good. So, for instance, let me do this, move these down here, move that there. Alright, I could, in theory, go without the shields, but I'll keep it for now. And I'll take this hatchet, even though it does 4 less damage since I have armor. You need to do a lot of careful thinking if you want to actually do this stuff. Okay, I need a key for that. This is the treasure icon, so let me just kill some junk. Hopefully get a key. So this enemy has cowardly. It will leave if only cowardly enemies are remaining. I do, however, want to kill it, considering that, well, it does give experience, 7 experience, and you can see my experience at the top. But yeah, things like this hatchet, they cost nothing to use, so that's great. Just smack away. Probably didn't even need to defend. If you hit an enemy enough with weak, then, you know. One block, not enough energy. That's fine. Yeah, I can get a flower, which is not very good. Haste is, in Slay the Spire terms, it's dexterity, and weak is strength down, but it ticks down like a status effect. You know, whatever, I'll just use my damage knife. I'm going to need to get rid of that eventually, because it's not particularly good. There's the Needler, deals 7 damage and applies 2 poison. And this item gets -1 damage to enemy this turn. Meaning that if you keep spamming it, it will do less and less damage, obviously. I like the double halberd sometimes, but you know, it's a bit hard to use. It loses most of its damage when there's no enemies nearby. I mean, not enemies. When there's other weapons next to it. I mean, I like the Needler. You know what, let's try and use the Needler this run. Let's move that around so it does 1 extra damage. I'll keep the hatchet for now. Hopefully we'll find something more worth taking. But yeah, I've lost my weak capability, but I can apply poison now. Which works exactly like Slay the Spire poison. Hit you. Also, nice thing, you don't have to retarget every time you kill an enemy, it just goes on to the next enemy sequentially. So yeah, 8, 7, 6 damage. But I mean, the poison does stack up really nicely. 1, 2... I'll do that. Because poison ticks down at the start of the turn, much like Slay the Spire. So that's great. Right, I am going to get this and then expand downwards. Reason being, I'm planning around in case I get a certain item that I'm most likely not going to get. 10 temporary max HP, not very good. I'll just take some use items. It's disgusting food, gives 2 energy at the cost of 5 health. Not very good. Also, you may notice that you don't regenerate after combat. You don't regenerate at all naturally. You have to actually use your items that heal you. Right. Smash you. I can use this to heal 10 at some point. You know what? Get rid of the bloody damage knife. It's been eating a hole in my inventory space. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. I guess this is so that you can't abuse it by just gaining a whole bunch of energy some way and spamming poison. I've been forgetting to use the hatchet, but thankfully, in these early fights, it doesn't really matter. Didn't even need to use it there. It's proof of concept. Man, these kind of suck, these drops. Cleavers are good, in a way, if you can get a lot of them. But things like this ring, not good unless you have magic, but if you have magic, it's 4 block every turn, so yeah. I have yet to get a better shield, sadly. I can buy a wand for 5 gold. I don't like magic. Don't need my wand, huh? No. Right, now normally I would recommend killing the muskrat first for experience, but these stupid bees, this question mark means that they are going to try and add a curse to you. So yes, kill these as soon as possible. Get out of here. Alright, this is a brick. Bricks are interesting. You know what? I'm going to try and do a brick build. I like bricks. Okay. Throw away this disgusting food for the money. And this is a spear that gains extra damage if you keep using it. It's kind of like the opposite of the needler. I don't need anything else. The tunic is okay if you have other armor, but honestly, I'd rather have the extra damage the bronze breastplate grants. So yeah, I can use that key to unlock the door. You open the door, go in, and you get a chest. Sadly, these chests aren't actually usually worth much, because it's very rare that I actually contain really good stuff. Like, Spiked Helmet is alright. Grants some block and some spikes every turn. If I still had that rose, it would be pretty good, but I don't. Alright, I think that's all I need. I mean, I'd want to try and sell some of this stuff, but yeah. Let's go to the merchant. Merchant has Rogue's Mask. It looks like the Jester's hat from Darkest Dungeon. Can be used one time each combat. On use adds 1 dodge. That's actually pretty good. I don't have the money for it though, unless... Okay, this okay, it's only 1 time each combat, not each round. All this stuff is kind of not terribly good. Shiv is basically the hatchet, except it does 1 more damage, essentially, if I have armor. Not sure I'll sell these fish, because I don't really need them right now. Tooth necklace. When a weapon kills an enemy at 6 rage, each turn deals 1 damage to self. Absolute trash. Let's keep going. So runs of this game only usually take maybe 40 minutes to an hour. I don't know how long this one will take. I don't know if I'll win or not. This enemy tends to attack for a lot. I think I'm just going to... how much damage actually is this? This is 10, 16, 20 something. Thankfully, thorns are good against enemies that attack a lot. This is obvious. 1, 2, hit you, strike you a bit more. So things like the Spiked Helm that give 2 thorns make it so that it's easy to kill enemies over time. Right, you can die horribly, please. I'm going to need to use like a use item in order to get my health back at some point. Not now, but eventually. So this enemy has rage, meaning that it does extra damage. It's basically strength. Bloody orb walker over here. Everyone gangster till the orb starts walking. Die to the spikes. What a loser. What an asshole. Alright. Let's do this. You may be very confused if I'm doing this, but if I get that 1 item, then oh, you'll see why. Most likely won't. Jason and diagonal helmets and football game +2 block. It doesn't actually give any, actually no, it does give some block on its own, but not much. I'll just take the temporary items. You know what, I'll take the poison whetstone. Not very good considering that, you know, it does hurt you. You know what, this would be the more accurate place to put it if I wanted to apply poison to both my weapons, but... yeah. Question mark. Oh boy, time for the matchmaking game from Slay the Spire. Keg! Oh, that's a balloon. I want that balloon. Curse. That's like a short arrow. Curse. Ah, not the same curse, so I don't get it. Good. It's the keg. I don't want the keg. Wizard staff. The same curse. Okay, so the thing I wanted was here and right here. This is a balloon. It's a structure. It floats. Finish your guess and leave. Horrible. Well, that's what I get. The worst possible outcome. Did you enjoy it? No. Sorry, John Boy McGain. Just use the dart. Get some free damage in. So much damage does this deal? Dun, then hit you. Reorganize inventory for a club? No thanks, that would cause me to take way too much damage. Just needle a little bit. Not gonna break the block. Bam. Bam, bam. Hatchet. Okay, so I got another brick. Brick and Mortar, my favorite television show. Oh hey, I got a better shield. This is the same as the other shield, except it, you know, takes up less space. And it also gives +1 block. This is a jack cleaver. Adjacent cleaver above gets used. This is used for cleaver builds, but honestly, cleaver builds are very wonky. You know what? I'll take it because it's uncommon. Wish I could take more though. Don't even have enough inventory slots to take the bad shield with me. Here it is, the rabbit Fugel. Also, I'll be getting a 2-block every turn from the bricks. But yeah, Jack Cleaver is expensive. It takes 2 energy every turn. Obviously, it's meant to be used like, oh, if you have another cleaver above, then you use both of them for 1. Like, I could do that now. Speaking of Slay the Spire, here's the defect. Yeah, basically. Like, I can take I could take a cleaver, replace the hatchet. Or I could just move the hatchet over here. But yeah. Slat's shield gives 8 block. This gives... It gives 7 block, but it buffs the blocking of these, so I'll take that. And I want the key. So I can't actually take the cleaver. I'll take the robot toy. Why not? It does 1 damage each turn, and if it's got mana, it gets 2 damage. So yeah, it's not awful. It is a legendary item too. Cleric. 8 gold for 5 max health is the best deal. Also does actually heal you, so that's good. I got a key, right? Yes, okay. Well, time to backtrack. Lock the door and go to the other cleric. 5 max HP. You can remove curses, but curses are not as dangerous as they are in Slay the Spire. This game actually does have a lot in common with Slay the Spire. Defect not included in this analogy. That's 18. Yeah, whatever. Smack them up a bunch. Yeah, considering this enemy attacks 3 times per turn, spikes are really effective. But this is obvious if you've played like any game ever. 6, 6, 6. Very good attack. Whetstone. I find the whetstone items aren't particularly good. Maybe that's just me. This is liquid luck, adds luck for 1. Or great luck. You know what, I'll take that and use it immediately. I finished choosing. You don't need to actually click finish choosing, by the way, but I do it out of habit. Because I'm a fool. Does not understand the true beauty of a ghoul. Right, boss time. So every time a shield is used, it gets 1 strength, essentially. I'd recommend just not using a shield for this fight. If you have, like, if you can help it. Yeah. I can stack poison easily. There's no reason to use the liquid luck, because I'm pretty sure this thing has set spawns. Not set spawns, set, like... What's the word? I should probably use this meal at some point. Not fine, I'll use both uses right now just to get 4 more attacks. Each diminishingly less effective than the last. Okay, I really didn't need to do that. But, I'll do it anyway. I'll use this warm drink on the next combat I'm in. You're a coward who actually gives no experience. So, do not need to do that. Alright. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so we get 3 items. Or a choice of one of these relics. This is basically the boss item you get from Slay the Spire. So you can get Coral. All shields gain 2 spikes to self this turn. Yeah. Tusk, all weapons get... On use, this item gets anchored for 2 combats, but all weapons gain +5 damage. So basically, after you use a weapon, you cannot move it for 2 combats. So if you want to move something, you're going to have to, like... well, basically, you're going to have to stop using it for a while. Should I try and use this? You know what, I will. Right. Now, okay, so I want to make it so that my stuff is taking up less space. I'll do this. I do want the damage knife to be somewhere. That can be there. The shield can be put here because it still works and by connecting those. And that seems pretty good. I've still got some free space. I'm most likely going to sell the robot toy. And we get a free chest. It contains a warm drink. Okay, that's something, I guess. I really don't want to take the machete, though. Especially considering my weapons get anchored. True. 8 damage to all enemies for free each turn is good, but... it's a bit limiting if they keep getting anchored down. Also, if you have a key, you can go to the second zone from... well, a different second zone. I don't recommend doing that. It sucks. Too many curses. What do we got here? As you can tell, the enemies get increasingly more difficult, so I'm going to use these warm drinks. And these actually turn into weapons, empty cups. And it actually does gain benefit from damage buffs, so... I'm going to use the hatchet to remove that enemy's dodge it had. And the hatchet is now locked in place for 2 combats. Fantastic. So smack you up a bit. And I'll keep the damage knife there. 17 damage, Jesus. Yeah, I can take 1 damage. I mean, it's just 1 damage. Most things heal for more than that. I'm going to use that just because get it out of my inventory. Increases the value of drops. Poisoned whetstone, let's move that there. Move this brick here. Could move the leather boots somewhere. It's hard to move this junk around. You know what, let's move the bricks over here. So I can put them there. That gives, yeah, +2. Actually, that gives 5. This gives 4 if it's here. Okay, yeah. That's good. Shiv. I don't really want to fill up my inventory with shivs. And by that I mean, like, locking them into place with this stupid fucking tusk. Right. What do you got? Good key. The gold cleaver. Adjacent and diagonal cleavers get +1 damage. I could potentially go cleaver build if I have a gold cleaver, because that becomes... So this becomes 12 plus... How much would this be? 9. So it'll be 19 damage every time I use that, but it takes 2 energy. So this becomes 13. Very tricky to use with the tusk. You only get 8 gold if you sell this. Right, sorry defect, I don't need you. This is the pearl. Weapons that are 2 spaces away gets +4 damage, that's nice. Hard to use, but nice, especially if my things are all blocked. Could take the right glove. I'm going to just move that. Put that there. Wait, that doesn't work for, okay, it's only helmets and footwear. Whatever. I'll take a key as well. You take the poison whetstone. Do I want to get rid of the jack cleaver? Yeah, sure, why not? Hand it over. Thanks, troll man. Oh, God. Well, thankfully I have 18 armor per turn now. Thanks to the Tims. Or whatever. Hatchet, why not? I could have calculated that more carefully, but it seems I needed even more block than that. Damn. I'm just gonna keep blocking, because I have spikes. They're gonna go up slowly. These enemies are going to scale, though I should probably run my damage knife into them. That would have been a much smarter idea than anything I just did. Alright, hit him with those. Right. You are dead. Get rid of the dodge. Smash. Good. Oh my god, look at all these cleavers. This would have been nice before. Well, I mean, why not take another cleaver? Skull wands. 5 damage to all enemies for 2 mana. No thanks. The vampire bat. It's gonna steal my life. I'll take the drink and use it to smack the bat. Hate lifesteal. You know, this hatchet, despite being free, has been kind of carrying. Goddamn poison. There really is no escape from the poison. Oh, hey, here's that item I was talking about, the Earthstone Blade, which does 5 damage but deals 3 extra damage for each item below it. So what does it mean by that? Well, if I organize my inventory like this, I can just jam it up the top and it gains a lot of damage. So it's 23 damage for 1 energy per turn. It's actually really good. So I think I'll stick to using this as my main item. The Needler is alright, but no, it's just a bit weaker. And I kind of want to take the shield with me still. But I'm going to have to, like, remove the fucking hatchet or something like that. Alright, well, decent diagonal armor. I guess I'll move the shield here so I gain a bit of each. Oh, why did I have to use the hatchet that fight? But yeah, this is a legendary, so it will take a fair while to find. I'm honestly surprised I managed to get that. Can't sell shit that's anchored either. Ring of Rage on use adds 1 rage for mana? No thanks. I really don't have anything worth selling. He really doesn't have anything worth buying either. Mystery Space. Oh, it's this asshole again. It's the Jagged Blade. If only I had that, I could sell it. What was that? Cleansing Rag. When an adjacent weapon is used, removes 1 poison. How situational! Yeah. I would try and get the sword, but I honestly cannot carry it with me. Let's take that anyway. You know, sometimes, sometimes 1 dodge per combat is probably good enough. But obviously you have to keep it in the top slot, which I can't do because of the stupid Earthstone Blade. Is it worth more than the spiked helmet? Maybe. Nah, I changed my mind. Okay, here comes the curse. Just kidding. Slam the fucking Earthstone Blade into him. Why did I block there? I'm a fool. I forgot I was actually gaining a whole bunch of armor. Am I fine with the hatchet being there? You know what? The hatchet can stay there for a little bit longer. Oh, there's the roof. You put this on top of these things and the bricks gain more power. What a joke. Worst part is I have to kind of do that now. Okay, Tusk, you move. I want the roof. This thing is anchored until something happens. Do I want to get rid of the needler? I mean, the right glove is giving me only 3 block, really? This is giving me 3, this is giving me 5. This is giving me 3. You know what? I'm going to be gaining a lot of more block from this junk. Maybe I should get rid of the boots. Maybe I should get rid of the shield. You know what? YOLO. I'm getting rid of the shield. I need to keep the tusk. When this gets unanchored, the roof is going to move down anyway. In theory, I could just keep the earthstone blade up top and expand, and it will constantly be stuck up there. So that's a benefit, I guess. Do I need anything else? Nah, not really. I kind of like having at least one luck-based item. Need to protect the brave. I want more max health. Need to try and get an item that heals me at some point. Even if it's a passive. Also, sorry if the video looks weird because of cropping. But this game is a browser game. You can play this on your browser for completely free. A medium curse or curse of spikes. Poison. A curse of poison weapons or curse of spikes. Alright, I need to get rid of these stupid things. How much damage can I deal? 23, 23, 23. That kills 1. Man, I really wish I had an item that gave me energy at this point. Because when this happens, you're forced to get rid of an item. Wait, I had a key. Why did I not use that? Oh, well, or I could ignore it for 6 damage. You know what, I don't actually need the, Jason and diagonal weapons get +1 poison to self. That really isn't anything. But yeah, that eats away at your inventory. It's very annoying. You know what, I don't need to use the needler. Reorganize now for a shitty shield. No thanks. Yeah, break yourself upon my body. Goodbye, curses. So I can expand as much as I want now, which is great. Considering this thing is going to be locked in place for 1,000,000 years. There you go. House comes down. And the gold gets added to. This counts as a structure, so it does give some block to this brick. But the roof works for everything underneath it. All this junk is kind of not worth it. I'll take the fish, because I can eat it. And that's about it. That's all I really want. Slime sword. Another slime sword will be created at the end of combat, but it's not actually particularly... You know what? Is this... Okay, this counts as above it. It's a shame. Oh well. Well, time to use that key that I held on for so long because I wanted to use it. This isn't going to even contain anything good, I'm betting. It's a water flask. I'll take that because it is energy. Let's move the slime sword over here. The question mark. Oh, here's this thing. This is a very tough enemy. You have the option, are you friend or foe? I am honestly not strong enough to be a foe. Yeah, that guy sucks ass. 1, 2. Let me eat the fish to gain that regen. I'm gonna take a bit of damage here, but it's better than that thing spawning more enemies. And hey, no curses. Man, if only I had that damn balloon. If only I had one more damage. Just kidding, spikes. I get a slime sword again. Yes, again. Maybe I could use a shield at this point. Take a cleansing potion throughout this stupid slime sword. I will take one shield, just in case I need block. There's another healer. This is actually a lot of healers, I'm surprised. Most I've ever gotten. 60 max HP, that's great. Alright. Come at me, assholes. Hehehe, funny. This cleansing potion has an obvious downside of removing all status effects from you, not just negatives. Actually, you know what, I can take one damage. Maybe I should have stalled at that last fight to get more regen. Such is the Slay the Spire way, such is the Darkest Dungeon way. A lot of games incentivize stalling out fights. Get him. Okay, heavy blade. This blade is heavy. Well, no shit. What is this? Rare herb. On use adds 3 max HP. This item gets destroyed. That's 3 max HP. I'll take that. I'll buy that for $1. Let's throw out this helmet for this warm drink. I'm very heavily actually considering taking the damage knife, because it would be, if I placed it in the right spot, that's like 14 damage for free 3 times. But no, my inventory can't afford it. The same fight again. Right, use that, gain my max HP. Drop a deuce on him. That's what you get, rabbit. Get that. Jam a sword in their face. Ooh, that's a good fish. The big fin. Can't really afford doing that yet. If you consistently get enough block to make so enemies can't actually hurt you, it's kind of worth it. But not currently for me. Is there anything else I can do before combat? You know what? Take the warm drink. Throw that shit. I'll get more stuff anyway. There's another brick. Brick by brick. Tock by tick. Get that blue fin there. I'm going to throw away this needle pretty much as soon as I can. True, poison is good, but I don't really have the energy to spam it. If I got an item that added more poison, that would be great. This is a poison arrow. I have not gotten archery to work, not once. Not even once. Now 14. But I'm gaining a lot of block every turn now. So, slam you. I should have attacked the other one. I could have killed him with 2 hits. Whatever. Eat the fish. Yummy health. Some like Odin Sphere thing of stopping to eat food mid-combat. Because that's the most efficient way to heal. Level up. 3 slots. 1, 2, 3. Wait, I thought it was anchored up top. No, bollocks. I didn't know that was how that worked. I thought anchored things couldn't move. I'm gonna have to stop using that if I want to, move it back up to the top. I'm also going to need more bricks in that case, though. That was a bit of a blunder. Alright, gotta find a different weapon to use. This can only be used 1 each turn. Does apply poison, though. This is gonna be a bit tricky. Okay, hang on. Put you there, put this here, put that there. Did I really not have a night shield? I could have sworn I had one at some point in this run. Oh well. Okay, upgrading that inventory to there was a bit of a mistake. Speedy Leaf adds 1 energy. That's an accessory. Oh, that's for 1 combat. You know what, the next room is the boss, isn't it? So that would be pretty useful if the next fight is just the boss. Hey, forgery, great. And shield. I can get haste. You know what, getting haste is actually really good on a shield. Because that works for all blocks, including the bricks. On use, grant 1 haste, so I can spend 1 turn blocking up and I'll have a great supply of block afterwards. Right, boss time. I'm gonna have 1 extra energy every thing, so... example. This is the Blade Master. He starts with 7 spikes. I'm going to spend my turns just not attacking because of this. Yeah, I get 2 extra block every time a brick gives me block. And those bricks give me a lot of block. So after this guy has lost his spikes, I'm just gonna wail on him. Just builds up dexterity for 3 hours. Why am I only using it 3 times? I have 4 energy. And yes, enemies do scale over time, like they progressively get a little bit stronger. Yeah, hide behind your spikes. Well, I can reorganize to get an emerald bracelet. For each adjacent curse, this engine gets 1 energy. Yeah, that's each combat adds 1 energy. Meaning that on turn 1 you get extra energy. It's not good. I could easily stop this right now. And I want to get rid of all of that. Let the poison work its way through you. Get out of here, Inigo Montoya. It's 17 dexterity. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, by the way, if you don't have a weapon to use, you can always click Scratch, which does 3 damage for 1 energy. It is not a good deal. But I mean, if you have no weapons, you may as well. Get out of here. There goes the Speedy Leaf. Coral, all shields gain this effect. On use, this item gets 2 spikes to self this turn. This is a magic item, and this gives extra consumables, triple healing. I'm just gonna take the coral, because, I mean, now my shield gives me spikes and applies haste. I wish I got one of the other relics, but hey. Now I can move the Earthstone Blade about again. Probably gonna move it up top right now. Has it really been 2 combats already? Yeah. Right. Move you, move you. Actually, you have to be on the top. Right. Slot that back up there. 18 damage? What? Okay, 23. Didn't update for the Tusk. Well, I can stop using the Needler. Actually does more damage against certain enemies, of course. But yes. I should probably get some better armor. Or remove the damn thing. It does take up 4 slots. I see this and I'm like, I can make this better somehow. Except I can't because of the stupid house and the sword. I need more bricks to make the house better. Really? 2 night shields? That would be good if I didn't have this forge to give spikes. I mean, not spikes, haste. Whatever. Get absolutely nothing from that. This damage knife is gonna be really good. Another medic. Surprisingly, absolutely tons of these things. I hate this dude. He applies curses to you, and he's very good at doing it. 1, 2, 3. I can kill this thing next turn, probably, but probably more effective to just blow my entire knife at him. So you take burning damage. But you can block burning damage in this game. And then this guy throws a curse at you. So this is what curses do. You have to place them in your inventory. Actually, we had a curse before. That's why I did that. So I'll do this. Costs nothing, gets rid of it, applies 10 regen to all enemies. Don't care though. Another one of these, rare herbs, nice. I'd take another hatchet. This hatchet would do a bit of damage, but of course it gets anchored again. Or the shiv. You know what, I think I'm fine with my inventory how it is. Go to the unknown event. Hey, there's another one. Another shield. Yeah, sure, I'll add another haste to my shield. Okay, so 2 haste. Okay, get rid of stuff, maybe. Get rid of the needler, maybe. I mean, poison is good, but Earthstone Blade also does 23 damage. I mean, against long fights, the needler is probably better. I need to get rid of something. Actually, does he even have anything good? He has a lucky ring, and that's about it. You know what? I'm fine with not giving him anything. Alright. Use this herb. Herb Powell. Take a sip of water. Only in the game, not in real life. Fine, eat the fish. This is just playing around the curse he's gonna give me. Put that there. Job's done. Yeah, nice try. Your weakness isn't going to beat me. Anything good? Another lucky ring. Take a debuff potion. Yeah, no, I'll keep that there so I can destroy it if I don't need it. Which, most likely I won't. Unknown event. I do need to get more fights just to level up to get more inventory space. We'll attack for 13 damage. We'll curse. Let's use that. Applies weakness. You know what they say, weaklings must taste death. Organize now and obtain another one of those things. I can't do that. Whatever. I'd rather have the key than the lucky ring anyway. 10 regen. Honestly, regen isn't that bad. I can damage race them out pretty hard. I wish I had something more synergistic. 10 rage. Enjoy your extra attack before you die. Bet you're raging at that. Cap. Ones in this column get +1 damage. Horrible. The tower shield, all armor on the left gets +2 block to self. Actually pretty good. Here's the vampire blade on you steals 2 vampirism. It's not very strong. Like, yeah, sure, I can do that here. It does 6 damage and 2 vampirism, but not particularly good. What is this? It's a chef's hat. Cleavers below get 50% bonus damage. I've never seen this before. That sounds great. Regen potion. Take some potions, I guess. Why not? Use them as soon as I can. I keep getting mana stones and I'm not taking them. I don't care. I don't care how good magic is. I can buy food. Wait, trade food for a cleaver? Do I have anything in my inventory? I didn't have anything. I had the water. Don't think that counts as a food item. Anything good? This is the cursed shiv. Just creates curses. It's not good. Can buy another needler. Man, this stuff kind of sucks. is this dude who gains a strength every turn. 13, 13, 13. I'll kill that guy next turn. Keeps getting stronger though. I just don't want to deal with the damn poison it applies. Right. Let's tank up. You know, that shield is like my best thing, but I've just been forced to, like, tank away the enemies. No, not tank away, rush them away. If we reach one of the hardest bosses, or harder bosses, I'll have to rely on a different strategy. And yes, you do get one inventory slot for the final level up. What the hell is this? Adjacent helmets get +1 block. Each turn adds 2 block and 2 haste. Hold up. That's great. The fuck? Alright, you get out of there. I'll use that. It only gives block to helmets though. It's a bit annoying. Okay, let me move everything over slightly. Let me reposition my house. Move that there. Water can stay here. The coral can go down here in this corner. There's a tasty fly. I don't know what this does, but like you can give it to the merchant and he'll thank you. Double poison potion, why not? That can do something. Surely. I mean, if I keep stacking as poison from the needler, maybe. But yeah, let's do that fight again. So each turn get 2 haste. Do I want to just take 2 damage again? Probably. I mean, that 2 haste combined with the house should easily keep me alive. I mean, just getting haste every turn, so good. Stupid fucking Earthstone Blade. I swear this is like the stupidest item in the game. Just the fact that you have to jam it up into the top of your inventory, otherwise it doesn't really do very well. I do like how my house lets me ignore everything though. More keys. I don't need these. Another chef's hat. I went from never hearing about it to constantly getting it. See, there's one problem with this game, it's that you can't reliably get any build. Like, I tried to set up my house, and I've not managed to do such a thing. Holy piss, this lineup. Alright. 22 down. Wasn't it 23 before? Oh yeah, the armor is gone. Right, I'm going to just slam these out. Next turn I'll kill this bitch. Just gotta make room for the curses. I can ignore the curses, but it takes damage, and that damage goes up every time you ignore a curse. That's 10 regen. 1, 2... I'm not killing this dude next turn. That's a lot of fire damage, actually. Holy shit. I'm gonna block a little. He'd just regenerate the damage I'm dealing anyway. 10 rage. Yeah, it doesn't really matter. Poke at him a little. Yeah, give you that one. That's just another regen. That fire is beginning to stack up, but thankfully pays no impact in that. I'm dealing an annoying amount of damage thanks to this stupid weak effect. My god, he's gonna have 27 regen afterwards. I guess that's their way of beating you. Just spam regen on themselves. That's fine though, I keep getting dexterity, meaning my block repeatedly goes up. Go for the Ethan Bradbury slam-in combo. Hey, there's Little Buckler. Iconic item. Just 6 block, it only takes up 1 space. When an adjacent weapon is used, removes 1 poison from self. This does something great or a horrible curse. I've never actually used that. And I'll take the letter as well. You use it to move up, and then afterwards a weapon gets 6 damage. Why am I explaining this when you can read? I don't know. Maybe you're listening to this as background footage. Maybe I can get something. I want the rare herb. The splint is actually pretty good, but if you have any armor, it does nothing. Right. Drop you there. Just don't get the curse. I don't want another fucking earthen blade either. Hey, got what I wanted. Nice. I don't want the tasty fly, it doesn't actually do anything for me. There's no merchant on this floor anyway. And if there's no merchant, then it has no use. Alright, let's use this. And it's a curse. Okay, great. 10 regen to all enemies. You didn't hear that. That was my email notifier going off because, spoiler alert, can't set up my email notifier to get turned off when I have OBS open like I can with Discord. Right. Man, those spikes from that coral is really good. Can't use the ladder because the poison potion's in the way. That's fine though. I was talking to Heroes of Tomorrow earlier about this, and he said, whoa, these enemies are super bullshit. And I'm like, no, they're not. They're actually, like, really easy. Yeah, keep wailing away at me, will ya? Let's block because it's probably more effective. You know, at this point, these spikes are just doing absolute work. Let me take a sip of my drink. Ugh. How many locks are on the map? 1. I already have 1 key. Alright, take the fish. Guess take the other key, why not? Let's move that there as well, just in case. In case I want to move the letter upwards. Unlock with this key. It's the one I didn't want. It's a lucky ring. I'll take the rose because it gives me thorns. I know I got offered one of those at the start of the game, but hey, my inventory has changed constantly. Let's block 3 times. The way the coral works is that it says your spikes get... this item gets +2 spikes to self this turn. Meaning that if you use it, you gain 2 spikes, and then you gain another 4 spikes, and then you gain 6 spikes. Meaning it's very effective. Very effective, Douglas. Like, for instance, if I keep blocking, keep bolstering up my spikes, I can just defend these things to death. They have no other way of killing me. There you go, 43 damage per turn. And it keeps adding dex too. Dex build. There should be an achievement for this. But there is no achievements because it's an itch.io game. I should have the link to this game in the description, in case you need it. I am going to need to fiddle with my inventory very soon, otherwise I'm going to level up and I won't be able to use the fucking Earthstone blade anymore. My inventory looks like a mess anyway already. Anything good? I can take the cold drink. 1 energy. I kind of want the fish though. Actually, this is the last floor, isn't it? In which case, the key is useless. What is this? Ferret King Badger Boss. This is actually 2 bosses. The boss of the first area and the boss of the second area. I'm pretty sure I can beat them by just doing this, though. Yeah, sure, he gains like 1 strength every time I do that. But at the same time, I really don't care. Also, he's gonna try and summon a creature, but enemy slots are full. Oh no, whatever will I do? Let me use the letter. So, now my blade is dealing 28 damage. Special delivery straight to your face. 100 damage or your meal's free. You go down next. And I'm not gaining less block every turn, I'm gaining more block regardless. Even though block does expire at the end of your turn. Also, trying to move the letter upwards when there's no place to move does nothing. So you cannot cheese it. Believe me, I've tried. Man, if I had just 1 more energy, that would be fantastic. Not only would it be an extra 22 damage per turn, it would be an extra like 8 spikes. Like that game, Indiana Jones and the 100 spikes or whatever that name was. Why does he attack last? I mean, first. You get the point. Alright. Well. Fuck, I wish I should have changed that first. Well, here goes my build. Kaboom. I've got to use the stuff other than the Earthstone Blade. It does fucking nothing currently. 10 damage. Alright, well, good thing I have the water flask. The Tims can go on their side. Where will I move this? You know what, I want the meal, because I want the energy. Well, time to use the needler, I guess. And nothing great. Queen Bee and Blade Master. Actually is a pretty annoying combination. I should have moved the... I should have taken the cold drink downwards. Man, I'm missing that great damage. I'll take a little here, I don't care. Right, I need to kill the stupid bees with my riposte. Oh, poison? We can't have that now, can we? There is no escape from the poison, of course. You know what, I find that very fitting that I did get an email today. And it got on camera, or on footage, or on audio. So you did hear the stupid no escape from the poison soundbite that I have. Whatever. You can block spikes, by the way, which is why it doesn't really matter if I attack this bitch now. It only takes like 6 turns and eventually the poison starts doing recognizable damage. It's kind of sad when you think about it. Not dead yet. What's this? Mirror Shield. Adds 6 block. Removes 2 spikes from enemy. Removes 2 rage from enemy. If only that were useful. Adds 1 energy. It's a fish. I can move the Earthstone Blade now. But I'll have to organize my inventory again. And I don't have enough bricks in my house to actually make that really worth it. How many combats do I have left? 1. Well, I might as well. Right, put these here. Actually, I can't really do that right now. Because, unfortunately, due to my immaculate stupidity, let's just say mistakes have been made. Should have placed this somewhere else so I could easily use this Earthstone Blade. Earthstone Blade may actually be kind of useless now. Put that meal back. Double Poison Potion could be useful. I do like the Rose of Thorns as well. Lucky Ring. You know what? Gold is actually useless at this point, isn't it? Actually, no, there's a healer. I can get 5 max HP from that. Is it worth it? Maybe. I don't need these, either of them, though. Take another meal. That's 4 energy, though. Like, if I had one more brick, this build would be a lot better. Whatever. Stack shielding repeatedly. Another double poison potion. You know what? I'll actually take that. Remove the rose, get the double poison potion, because against the final boss, doubling poison with the needler and then doubling it again could give me an easy lethal. Or an early lethal, at least. Why did I do that? If I stopped using it, I could have possibly reorganized my inventory properly. Yeah, whatever. No escape. Anything good? Another water flask. That's basically all I can get. Well, so let's analyze my inventory. I've got a tusk. Got some boots. Actually, I'm gonna get rid of this fucking Earthstone Blade. Get it out of here. Get it out of here. Get him out of here. Don't give him his jacket. If I do that, place this shield here. Keep the seasoning here. This is a consumable. Does this actually heal me when I do this? Yes. Yes, it does. That's stupid. But 8 haste isn't bad. I can start a fight with that. Can't take any more items. Right. That's the issue. Gold still is... Gold will be useless after the next fight. You know what? I don't need gold. If I do this... Actually, I can do the coral and do that. Because the seasoning does give you energy... I mean, health. Because that's what it does. Adjacent and diagonal consumables gain healing. You can use that with the water. I have just a ton of spare energy. That seems really good. Well, rest in peace, Earthstone Blade. My Inspector Gadget build didn't work because I didn't get enough brown bricks in Minecraft here. Here we go. So, 2 bosses. One is really hard, the other one is even harder. And I got the less hard one. Actually good. So this one likes to summon monsters, and every time it takes damage, it gains spikes and rage, and it constantly adds regen to itself. So turn 1. Gonna spam that. Get some more regen. You know what? I'll fully use one of my meals to gain even more. Yeah, 16 dexterity, 58 spikes. That should do it. Right. This is a bit of a damage race against this guy, though. Use 1 just to heal. You know what? Why not get a whole bunch of poison on right now? Reorganize now to claim this item. What is this? The pickaxe? I've never seen this before. I guess if you're gonna organize against the fucking final boss of the demo, you'd better damn get some good stuff. You know what, next turn I'll go for a thing. Yeah, nice little ads. They died horribly. 26. Double poison, double poison. This it really is like Slay the Spire. I'm using Catalyst build. Alright, let's move the letter up twice to give the needle an extra 6 damage. This guy is dead. Nice try, bozo. Turns out turns out this is a really good armor. 269 block. Get the fuck out of here. Poisoned to death. And there you go. There's my stats. Man, I like how it keeps track of the time that you were playing it. So that was an hour, 6 minutes? Really? It's actually an hour and 11 minutes of time. So it was... I guess that was when it was last saved. But yeah. Damn. Played this game for longer than I thought. But yeah, you get an item, none of which are actually particularly... It's actually not awful. I can use the glass bottle. But yeah, this is the end of the game, currently. The end of the demo. Take the coins, why not? And then, yeah, that's the end. You can either continue in endless mode or go for a new game. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this little showcase of the demo. If you play this game, don't expect to get as lucky as I did. But, I mean, if you know what's coming. And yeah, there'll be a link to this game in the description. I'll actually link to the Kickstarter page instead of the game itself, which there's a link in there to do it. Also, this is one of those games where if you tab out of the browser, it stops playing the music, which is interesting. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video I do. Till then, goodbye.